I think I've always been really drawn to the Southern sound of the raw acoustic guitar, the rootsy strings, the cello. And I guess I would fit more into Americana. Definitely, more of the pop side of Americana, but I guess folk, singer-songwriter, Americana, wherever people want to throw me, I'm fine with it. So as a poet, which bleeds into lyrics, obviously, but as a poet, I'm what they call a thematic writer, and most everything that comes to me is about relationships. So broken relationships, the formation of relationships, that kind of a thing. So that really like I said, bleeds over into my songs as well. They're very autobiographical. I've tried so hard to not write that way, and it's just how I am naturally. So it's, a little more raw, I think, than some people, a little more vulnerable. But like I said, that's just kind of like what comes to me. So I would say relationship focused, and people are always on me to write more happy songs, but I'm a happy person. I just write sad music. Music has always been an escape for me and kind of a private little world to dive into, starting with the radio when I was really young, and then as technology improved. We had cassette tapes for a while, CDs, it's always been, I could go in my room, shut the door, and just like listen to music and hear these deep experiences of other people and know that other people felt complicated emotions and had experienced similar situations that I was going through. So as I've become a writer, and am now making my own artistic content in the form of songs, I've tried to stay true to what I appreciated most, which was the rawness and the emotionality, and the honesty, really, of those songwriters. And I think the most rewarding part of all of it, of music to me, has been hearing from people, a veteran who has PTSD who messaged me that some of my like really sad songs like are helping kind of ground him. Or I think there was a little girl, I think she lived in Brazil, reaching out that she stopped cutting herself because she realized that, a lot of people that seem to have it together are also experiencing difficult emotions. So I would say music to me is an expression of emotion and honesty and vulnerability that we all use in various ways to kind of like normalize our human experience. I think I was like 2 years old in the back seat of my mom's car, and I asked her what lyrics to a certain song meant. I asked her, and she was thinking, why are you thinking about that? And I think since then I've always listened to music for the lyrics and really analyzed what people are saying. And I thought everyone was like that, but some people just listen to music for the beat or the melody. So I think I was about 2 years old, listening to like Paula Abdul, asking my mom why she was so sad. That's probably my first memory of lyrics really hitting me. I kind of got into music after transitioning from writing poems and trying to be a poet when I was really young to starting to realize that songs were essentially poetry. And songs are poems and lyrics are poetry. So when I was really little, I was writing poems, and I remember my third grade teacher got upset with me be for writing a poem about kites in the middle of class when we were supposed to be paying attention. And then she read it and was like, oh, well, let's turn this into a song and it can be our class song for the year. So we, as a class, worked on turning it into a song. And I would say that's probably the first song that I wrote. But since then, been writing both songs and poetry in tandem. Neighbors. The funny thing about that one, it's the first song I wrote when I got to Nashville. I was sitting alone in my new house by myself and didn't have any friends, didn't really know anyone, and song just came out. And I had a going away party when I left LA, and someone who had been really significant in my past just showed up at the going away party. And as he walked in, I just had all these like flashes, like movie scene vignettes of our relationship. And so I tried to really capture that in song form. So that's what Neighbors is about. I was raised up in Seattle, Washington, in the Pacific Northwest. I grew up in the foothills of the Cascade Mountain Range, so it's green, it's beautiful. There are deer everywhere, and raccoons, and beavers, just wildlife all over the place. Coyotes, bears running around. It was a really beautiful place to grow up. And my parents' house, they still live there. The house I grew up in backed up to the Tolt Pipeline Trail. So I used to just go walk for hours listening to my big Walkman a CD player, listening to music, trying to figure it all out. I got selected to be an honor choir when I was in 6th grade, and that's probably the extent of my formal music education. I learned a couple of chords on guitar, piano, violin, and flute when I was younger, but kind of stopped playing any instrument until college, when I took an intro to guitar class and then thought, okay, well, I can use this as a mechanism to write my own songs. And so there wasn't really a lot of formal training, but through choir, and I did a lot of musical theater, so a lot of singing in the ensemble cast and that kind of thing. I actually transitioned from being terrified of performing and kind of like just having so much anxiety that I couldn't do it, because I won a contest, and the prize was that you had to play a show at the House of Blues. And the House of Blues is this really legendary theater here in the United States. And the one I was performing on was the most famous one on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. And I had never played a show before, but I knew that if I entered that contest and won, it would force me to have to play a show, and that would just be over with. So after that, the performance anxiety was gone. I overcame the fear, and then was able to create an EP and an album in LA. And after doing the kind of Americana artist circuit for a while over in LA, I just felt called to Nashville. This is where, the poets live, and this is where, this is the mountain, so to speak. This is like the Mecca where you go if you do what I do. And so I took a couple trips out here, had some writing sessions out here, and just made the leap last year to do it. And I couldn't be happier with the result.
I know your hands, I know where you sleep, where you cry and you lie about why you've been dry for years. I know your bones and the weight on me, know your scars in your heart and how it won't let me get too deep. 'Cause you don't wanna go down that road, no, you don't wanna meet my ghost. And I need somebody who can see in the dark, light up a match, lay on the back and look at the stars. 'Cause I am not the machine we both wanted me to be. I need a little space to breathe on these feelings. You let my light, stargazer bright, only shines for a time, that it dies in the blink of an eye. I know who I am, baby, it ain't gonna change. All the low so below when you think you know how to feel pain. 'Cause you don't wanna go down that road, no, you don't wanna meet my ghost. And I need somebody who can see in the dark, light up a match, lay on the back and look at the stars. 'Cause I am not the machine we both wanted me to be. I need a little space to breathe on these feelings. You want me to hold back when it's water, gotta let it cover my head. Think I'm a little too much, wanna stay in the light and stay. You want me to hold back when it's water, gotta let it cover my head. Think I'm a little too much, wanna stay in the light and stay. 'Cause I need somebody who could see in the dark, light up a match, lay on the back and look at the stars. 'Cause I am not the machine we both wanted me to be. I need a little space to breathe. Yeah, I need somebody who can see in the dark, light up a match, lay on the back and look at the stars. 'Cause I am not the machine we both wanted me to be. I need a little space to breathe on these feelings.
I would say Nashville is probably the most diverse musically that it's ever been. You can walk into any club in any street in town, and there are so many talented people playing everything from pop. There's a rap scene. There's a really cool poetry scene that I'm just starting to get into, and it's not just core country music anymore. There's a place for everything, and I've always more so identified with the Americana alt country side of things, and there's a huge movement for that happening right now here in town. So it's amazing. You can, walk into a restaurant and see, people you've written with, hit songwriters, amazing artists. It's just so much talent in this city. So I thought I wanted to, take a break from the whole artist thing and just write for other people, and have been doing that the past year or so. But then every once in a while, we'd write a song and I'd think, gosh, like, that's my song. Like, I want to record that. And so I realized that I love songwriting and always will be a songwriter and will continue to write for other artists. But there is still a big part of me that does want to be an artist and still has things to say. So I'm looking forward to recording another album in the next few months and releasing it, playing some shows. And I think I have a healthy relationship with music in that I'm just happy that I get to do it. And anything that comes after that is just, extra bonus. So whether it's, playing the level of shows I'm playing right now for the rest of my life until I can't anymore, or a stadium tour, I think I'll be happy. I just really enjoy the process. I listen to a lot of Jason Isbell. He's a Americana artist here in town, and I happened upon him 6 years ago, and he alone has really influenced my songwriting. And he's very raw in his lyrics, which has encouraged me to stay to that path. When sometimes people in town are like, tone it down a little bit, you need to be more commercial, but he really does his own thing. I'm also a really big fan of Sturgill Simpson. And there are a ton of incredible female songwriters in town that I really look up to. Nicole Gallion is incredible. Hillary Lindsay. There's just so much amazing music being made that I try to just pay attention to who's writing. Another one is Donovan Woods. He's been a really big influence on me as well. I wrote San Francisco with Sam, who played guitar today. He's one of my favorite people to co-write with. And I've always had this love affair with San Francisco. It's one of my favorite cities. And there was a time a few years ago where I was spending a lot of time there and had a lot of memories there. And as I was leaving California, I had a lot of, you look back. When you get to a new place, you naturally look back. So when I got to Nashville, I was really thinking a lot about that time in my life. And Sam and it was a really rainy night, and we just poured it all out, and there it was.
Have you been sleeping alone on the mattress on the floorboard? Threw away the picture frames with my face, didn't want to see him anymore. I moved 1,000 miles away, trying to get out of your atmosphere. I still hear your voice, city noise, staring in the bathroom mirror. When I close my eyes, I'm right back in that bedroom. Candlelight shining silhouettes on the wall. Every memory's like an arrow straight to you. No matter where I go, I'm in the old White House in San Francisco. Remember that night, coming home way too drunk. We were all a mess from the dress, tangled up making love. When I close my eyes, I'm right back in that bedroom. Candlelight shining silhouettes on the wall. No matter where I go, I'm in that old White House in San Francisco. Were those the best years of your life? 'Cause God knows they were mine. I go back there all the time. Yeah, were those the best years of your life? 'Cause God knows they were mine. I go back there all the time. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I'm right back in that bedroom. Candlelight shining silhouettes on the wall. Yeah, every memory's like an arrow straight to you. No matter where I go, I'm in that old White House in San Francisco.